All right, all right. We back with another episode, Marc Bent Podcast. I'm back with another one. I'm gonna try to hit a couple of them a week, or at least once a week. I'm gonna try to. But anyways, yeah, we back with another episode, and today's topic is man of your word. I've discussed this topic briefly. I forget which guest I had regarding men and keeping being a man of their word. And I actually like this topic because I feel, a lot of men nowadays do not keep their word. And there's grave consequences for that. Like I say, the podcast is going towards all the men out there. I'm doing these episodes nowadays to help men out there. Men issues, men talk, real talk on the podcast here. So, man, we're going to start right off in it. Your word is all you have. As a man, your word is all you have. Without your word, there's grave consequences when you don't keep your word. First of all, your word is all you have. So your word is respect. So whenever you say something, men, you have to do. You have to do. Whatever you say, it has to be done. Those words also are, it's a form of commitment as well. And a lot of men fail in purpose or in life or with life goals because they're not committed. And part of commitment is being a man of your word. I don't care how small, the task may be. I don't care if it's showing up to a birthday party. I don't care if it's, I'm going to leave the key under the doormat. Whatever you say, you got to do it. You have to do it. You have to be a man of your word. Another form that comes from that is trustworthiness. You don't want to be viewed as a liar. Hey man, let's go out tonight. Let's go, I don't know, let's just go out, the fellas or whatever. And you say, yeah, let's go. And then you don't show up. That's little boy stuff. You gotta grow up. You have to be a man of your word. If you say you're gonna show up, show up. Because it makes you look immature at the end of the day. People will not take you serious at the end of the day if you say one thing but then do another. Actions speak louder than words. You want your words and your actions to be one, like a marriage. You don't want it to be separated. You don't want to be saying one thing but then doing another. You look like a liar. You look immature, at least in my eyes. Like I say, that connects to commitment as well. If I say, you know what, I'm going to start a podcast and I start doing a podcast, that I have to be a man of my word and keep doing it. If I stop, I don't even take myself serious, let alone anyone else is going to take me serious. So it's commitment. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. Anyone that knows me, they know if I say something, you might as well take that. I write that check. You can take it to the bank and cash it at that point because my word is bond, It brings upon certainty as well. Certainty. So what I mean by certainty is like for sure it's going to happen. For sure it's going to happen. Men, if you say something and then let's say for an example, you say, hey, there's an event going on, I'm going to be there. If a person has to question you again, man, are you sure you're going to go? Man, the respect is gone. Your word isn't credible. It's not credible. And that's a bad look if you're a man. If you're a man and you do that, you have to change that quickly. I remember going to, we call it a men's conference back at the church I used to go to. And I was listening to the pastor, one of the pastors that was there. It was his turn to get up and preach. And he hit this topic, being a man of your word. And when I tell you it changed my life, it changed the way I do things, it changed me completely because I didn't know how serious this is or was at the time. Yeah, I used to be that type where I didn't do it often, but nonetheless, I've done it. I'll make a promise, but then break it. Or I'll say I'll do something and I didn't do it. And I did see back then that I did lose credibility in my words or my promise. People couldn't count on me because I said one thing and then did another. But when I heard that pastor preach about the man being a man of your word, man, that just changed my life. And ever since then, I've started making my business. I don't care how small it is. If I say I'm gonna go pet the dog, I'm gonna go pet the dog because I know other people are hearing me and listening, and I'm gonna do it because my reputation is on the line. Which you shouldn't care about reputation, but I feel this is one of the areas that you should be concerned about when it comes to your reputation, because you want to be taken seriously. You don't want to be looked at as disrespected or people lost respect for you because you couldn't be a man of your word. There's so many people that I know. I don't hate them. It's just I can't. Their word is in bond. I can't take them serious. And if I can't take them serious, I don't really be around them like that. And it's just, that's how deep it goes. Businessmen, the ones that are looking, you guys know how it is. Businessmen that run businesses, you have people work under you. You have to be a man of your word. That's your reputation. That's your business. You can't say one thing to your employees and then turn around and do something else. Your employees, guess what? They're gonna look at you like disrespectful. They're not gonna respect you, and probably they're gonna quit on you because they can't rely on you. So being a man of your word, for the men out there that's listening, that's watching this right now, start now. It's never too late because I had to start sometime in my life. These are the little things, these little episodes that I'm doing. Temptation of men, being a man of your word, and future podcast episodes. These are very little small things that a lot of men don't think about that ruins them, that ruins their reputation, or it ruins their marriages. It ruins them. It's very small, little subtle things that you got to pay attention to and be on point with it. And the consequences of not keeping your word, like I say, you're looked at as a liar. You're looked at as disrespect. The trustworthiness is gone. No one can trust you because you're all talking, no action. That just brought up like another point. You're all talk, but no action. A lot of men are in relationships or in marriages that do this same thing, that you don't keep your word and your wife don't respect you or your girlfriend don't respect you. They can't trust you because you say one thing and then you do another. That's a form of leadership. If you can't be a leader as a man, you're not going to be a man of your word because you're still doing little boy things. I hate to say little boy things, but that's what children do. Children do that, but grown men shouldn't be saying something and knowing that they're not, especially if you say it and you're not going to do it or know you're not going to be there, bro. That's little kid stuff and you got to change that. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in your cycle. You're not going to ever become a business or have that business. Or if you already have that business, it's not going to succeed. It's not going to grow. It's going to crumble because that's a very important thing that you must keep is your word, right? Your word is powerful. It's dumb powerful. I hate to use the word dumb powerful, but it's powerful, right? Your word is as powerful as a corporation. Y'all know what I'm going with this. I'm going to use this as an example, but hold that thought. I'm going to sip a little bit of the coffee. Oh, yeah. If you guys wondering where I got the cup from, my sister Kiana's creation, y'all check out. She did a very good job. She made a couple cups for me. Stuff is on point, so y'all holler at her. I'll probably leave like a link or something so y'all can take a look at her work. If y'all need some cups or headphones, dice, whatever, she can put your logo on pretty much anything that has a hard surface. But one moment. Got to be careful, but that coffee be hot, right? So your word is as powerful as a corporation. So prime example, right? Let's say you go to Walmart and you buy, you buy some speakers. You buy that and there's a 30-day return policy guaranteed, right? If it's defective, something's wrong with those speakers, you have all legal right to go back to Walmart. You can return that and get your money back. And I'm just using this for an example. You get these speakers. You bought it. You walk out the store. You get home. You open up the package. And the speakers are there, but there's no wires in the speaker, to plug it up to your TV or whatever you want to plug it up to. Right. So it's not your fault that there was a defect in the product. So you politely box it up. You're probably mad. You got to, especially here in Miami, you got to fight traffic to get back to Walmart. And then there's lines and everybody know what Wally World is, but you go back and you go to return it. And, the person behind the desk says, oh, no, you can't return this. Even though it clearly says on the receipt, everyone knows you can return this because it's defective. Right? Well, how would you feel if Walmart says one thing, but then you go back to do it? They have to honor their word, but they don't even honor it. Right? Now, it's a hassle. And you probably won't shop at Walmart no more. You'll be like, I'm not shopping there no more because it took a lot of work, a lot of patience, a lot of, whatever you had to get through to get it done to get your money back. And Walmart is going to look bad to you. Well, that's the same thing when you don't keep your word, especially to people. Some people look at that. I look at that very serious. You say one thing and you don't do it. And it's like, you're not credible no more. You could lose opportunities by not keeping your word. You never know who's watching. You never know who's listening. Somebody could be listening that you don't even know. And they know that you don't keep your word. And that could have been like a job opportunity. It could have been like a business deal. They're not going to deal with you because you're a liar. They look at you as a liar. He's not a committed one. I don't want to do business with those type of people. Right. So if you have kids, if you have children, kids pick up on that. Daddy, I want to go to Disney World. And you say, yep, we're going to go this summer. If you make good grades, we're going to go this summer. And the summer comes, the kids did their part. They made good grades. Oh, no, I can't, and whatever happens, things come up and you don't perform on that. You just crushed your kid. Your kid has a deep grudge against you and you don't even know it. And they grow up with that grudge because you don't just do it once. It's like a habit. You'll keep doing it. And that's why a lot of kids hate their parents, don't like their parents because their parents say one thing or you as a parent say one thing and you never do it. You gotta, man, this segment right here, Man of Your Word is super powerful. I hope you guys are paying attention. You could end friendships by not keeping your word. Me, I'm old enough. I'm in my mid-30s now. I do not have time to play games with people. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys feel the same way. I don't have time to play with people. I have goals to achieve. I have people to meet. I got things to accomplish. And within that path, I meet certain people. You're going to meet people in this path you call life. Whether it's through the ups, through the downs, through the goods, through the bads, through the shorts, through the talls, through the blacks, to the whites. However you want to picture it, people are going to come into your path. And I've met a lot of people. I've come in contact with a lot of people, whether it's through the podcast, whether it's at work, whether through music, photography, whatever I'm doing, I meet different people. And I quickly acknowledge if you're not a man of your word, I'm not dealing with you. I'm not dealing with you straight up. If you tell me you're going to do something and you don't do it, I don't look at you the same. The respect ain't there. Doesn't mean I hate you. I just separate. I don't want those type of people in my life. I'm trying to have like grown men, like real men, positivity around me. I don't want little boy stuff around me. So you say something to me and you don't do it, I don't want you around me, to be honest with you. I don't hate you. It's just I practice something. I practice this. Real men, especially you got responsibilities, children, you're married, you have a wife. This shouldn't even be new to you. You should already be living like this. And if you're not, start living like this. Start being a man of your word. I promise you your life is going to change. But you have to start first. It's the little things that count. The little things people pay attention to. I'm telling you off life experience. Um, like I say, keeping your word will allow you to accomplish life goals. Life goals. Man, I'm gonna own a business. You gotta now work hard at it. That's your word. You have to do it. Not saying you're gonna fail, because life is about failures to reach to be successful. You have to fail a lot to be successful. But once you start failing, you can't renege on your word and say, I'm not doing this no more because I didn't see results. No, you have to keep going at it. You have to keep going. You have to keep going. You have to be a man of your word. Otherwise, that business would never come. Otherwise, whatever goals you have, it won't come. I know some people, that's watching, they don't have cars. Might not ever think they'll never get a car because, life is hard. Pandemic hit. A lot of people lost their jobs, pay cuts, layoffs. I've heard it all. I work in the insurance industry. I hit customers all the time, But set goals for yourself and achieve them, because you can set a goal and you can achieve it. It might take years. It might take 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. But if you keep focus, remember your word, your promise, you will achieve it. I've made goals for my life and I've achieved every one. Some took months, some took years, but I have achieved it. I've set goals for myself. I'm going to make $14 an hour. I've done it. I'm going to make 15. I've done it. I want to make this amount this year. I've done it. Set goals. And even if you didn't complete it, you'll get very close, but you keep fighting until you get it. Commitment. It goes back to commitment. If you are not a committed person, 9 times out of 10, you're not a man of your word, because they go hand in hand. Right? Like I said, a lot of marriages, they're in shambles because as a man in the marriage, and I've went over this in my last episode, you are the priest of your marriage. You are the head of your household. If you guys missed that episode, hey, go back and look at that episode, Temptation of Men. You are the husband. You are the man of the house. You're the leader. And the leader has to keep his role. Have to keep his word. Otherwise, your wife is not going to take you serious. Your kids is not going to take you serious. You're going to be looked at as a joke. Go in your room. Like, yeah. All right, whatever, man. Like, you're not going to be taken serious because you're not a man of your word. You don't want to look like that in front of your kids. Definitely don't want to look like that in front of your wife. That's your backbone. That's your help. That's your helper. That's the one that's there for you. You don't want to, you don't want to play that game. So be a man of your word. Be a man of your word. It's very, very important. To all my men out there, please, it's not too late. I'm going to keep saying this. It's not too late. Whatever you say, do it. Whatever you say, do it. Another thing that comes up of being a man of your word, it's okay saying yes or no. There's going to be times you can make it, and there are some times you can't make it. Yes or no. And no is a big problem for people because they don't want to disappoint people by telling them no. Don't let your word become weak because you're scared to say no. Because you really like someone, or you really respect someone, or you really want to be like, say no. I had to learn this in life. I say no. You can get mad at me. You can hate me. But my answer is still no. I don't care if it's family. I don't care. Like, if I can't do it, if I'm unable to do it, if I simply just can't do it, no. Because I will not tarnish my word. I will not tarnish my integrity. Like I say, people that know me, if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And if I can't, I'm going to make sure I get in contact with you and say, hey, I can't do it. Something came up. But I will not tarnish my word. Don't be afraid to say no. Just don't. Hey, man, let's go out tonight. Nah, I'm not, man. I'm a chill tonight. Say no. No could get you out of future problems. No could get you out of future problems. It could get you out of relationships that you're not supposed to be in. It could get you out of a lot of things. Just say no and stand on it. Don't say no and then later on say, okay, yeah, you know what? I changed my mind. No, don't be double-minded. If you said no, it's for a reason. Stand on it. Don't let nobody break you or take you off that no. Nobody. If you say no, the answer is no. And you stand on it. Be a man and stand on your no. Don't get intimidated. I don't care if it's your employer saying, hey, can you do this? And if you can't do it, say, no, I can't do it. I've done it before. I've told my employer, no, I can't do that. I'm too busy. I got too much stuff. I can't do it. Sure, he might catch an attitude. Sure, he might say something, but I'm going to stand on my word. I'm not doing it because I know I can't do it. I can't make a promise I can't keep. No. You know, and this is going to make you stronger as a man when future things happen. People are going to look at you as, oh, man, you're strong. You're strength. You're resilient because you're a man of your word. No can end fake friendships. Seriously. It's probably a lot of y'all got a lot of fake people around you. Just tell them no a couple times. Sometimes one no could probably send away those 3 fake friends that's around you. 2 or 3 no's could really let you know who's your friend and who isn't. Because a lot of people don't like that word no. A lot of people get attitudes. They feel entitled if you tell them no. Tell them no. If like, don't do it deliberately, but if you really can't do it, say no. And watch how fast people, at least the fake ones, they'll stop messing with you. And like I said before, no can bring strength. It strengthens you. It's like it strengthens your core. It strengthens you. The moment you start saying no, the stronger you are, because you're going to get rejections. You're going to get kicked out your little groups and friends and all of that. But that's only going to make you stronger. So that way when you do start that business or you do start a job or you do start something, people won't run over you. I know too many people get ran over. They're a yes man. Yes. Yes. Yep. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do it. Yes. Yeah, I'll do it. And get ran over. And then at the end of the day, you still left back at square one because you was a yes man. Yes, 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 yes to everything. Instead of saying no. If you don't feel like doing it, say no. Just say no. I did that for a pause because I don't want to let you think about that. No. Right? I see some of y'all right now cringing. I don't want to use that word. If you're a man and you're like, I don't want to use that word, man, come on, toughen up. No. Hey, man, no. Right? No can bring forth inspirations in others because there's others around. I know there's others around you that are weak, that are scared to say no. And once you start standing up for yourself, that's going to give them the courage to start standing up for themselves. Good. Bring new friendships. There's a lot of scary people they're waiting for strength to arise. They're waiting for that. They want to hear that so they can be inspired. We inspire each other. I know I probably inspire a lot of people around me because I am who I am. I don't change up for nobody. The same way I'm talking right now, the same way that people know me or work around me, I'm the same exact way. I don't change up. Why should I? If you don't like me for who I am, stay away from around me then. I don't need that type of energy around me, right? You should be the same way. Be yourself. If you can't be yourself as a man, you need to start being yourself. Find yourself. It might have been years and you probably have lost yourself. But find yourself. As men, you need to find yourself. You need to be certain of things. You need to stand on your word. You need to be strong when you say it because the persecution will come. People will reject you. People will talk about you. All these things will come once you start standing up for yourself, standing on your word. People hate truth. Trust me when I tell you, people hate truth. People love fakery. People love drama. People love talking about each other. People love that. But if you're true to yourself and you stand on your word, people will disperse from you. The fake stuff will go away from you. because they know you're not going to tolerate that. I know I'm talking to somebody out there. I know I am. I feel like saying no right now. I wish I would get a phone. Where's my phone? I wish I would get a phone call. Nope. No, I'm just kidding. If I can't do it, I'm telling you no. All right. So, and again, your word is your reputation. You don't want your reputation to be tarnished. Sure, everyone is not going to like you. Whether you do good, people are not going to like you. Whether you do great, people are not going to like you. Whether you make it, you become successful, really, people really not going to like you. That's a different type of reputation. But this reputation I'm talking about, it applies to all, because a lot of people might not like you. Like, a lot of people don't like me. I understand this, but they do respect me. There's a big difference, a huge difference. I know people right now, I don't like him. I don't like him. For my presence, when I come around, they respect me because at least he's fair. He says it, he does it. It's facts. You need to be looked at that the same way. You don't be looked at like a chump. You're a grown man, but you look down, you're looked down upon like a chump because you can't keep your word. It's so simple. It's so simple. It just takes strength to keep your word. And strength is men. Strength isn't a leader. What it look like? You're a leader. You own a business, but you're weak. People are gonna run over you. People are going to run over you. If you are an owner and you are a weak link, you're weak. People know that you're weak, and they're gonna run over you. Strength, and strength starts by your word, your reputation. There's some people that own and they get ran over. And then there's other owners, they don't play that. Their reputation is grand and people know not to play with them. I'm speaking all facts here. I know I'm speaking to a lot of y'all out here. So, hey man, listen, your word is your reputation. I've went through all of this, but like I say, anyone would take you serious. They ain't gotta like you, but they will take you serious. Like I say, it's like a recap. Respect is gone when your word is not credible. At least, especially with me. You don't keep your word with me, it'll still be, yo, what's up? But I don't deal with you. And last but not least, don't make promises to your friends or families that you cannot keep. These are the people that's close to you. These are the people that's close to you. Keep your word in any and everything that you do. This reminds me of God's word, of the Bible. Yeah, I'm going to always say it, God first in my life, and I try to strive to do what his word says. His word hasn't lied to me yet. Yeah, I prayed for things and it hasn't happened yet because there's processes that I still have to overcome. That's a difference. Not saying that it will never come, but there's processes, things that I'm still working on in my life. Until I overcome, I'm not going to be able to grasp that goal. But I can honestly say, going off of God's word and his word, and I'm saying this because his word never changes. It remains the same. It's not a theory. It's not, oh, this happened and that. It remains the same. You can open that book 20 years ago and open this book 20 years later. The word is still the same. Otherwise, God wouldn't be God. God wouldn't be God. And he expects that from his creation, from his men. He created us for that. We're the image of him. If God keeps his word, you have to keep your word. We're made in his image. For those of you that believe in God. And if those of you who don't, you better start believing in God. That's all I could say. But like I say, this is the end of the topic. It's probably short. I don't know how much time it's went through it, but keep your word, man. Keep your word. I promise you, keep your word. that is a part of you. That is you. It's by keeping your word. Keep your word in everything that you do. I don't care. So start right now. Once this podcast ends, once this episode ends, make a promise to yourself. From here on out, I'm going to start doing things different. And this is one of the things I'm going to start doing. It's keeping my word. Because once you keep your word, your marriage is going to change. Your relationships are going to change. Your work ethics is going to change. The way you see things is going to change. The way people see things about you is going to change. More respect is going to come your way. More opportunities, more trustworthiness. It's a lot of things that's going to happen. But you have to start at first. Start keeping your word. For my men out there, you probably are divorced and there's a separation between you and your kids, and you promised your kids things, but you might have a bitter wife or a bitter baby mom that's in the way. But hey, keep your word. Do what you have to do. Sacrifice. Do whatever you have to do to keep your word, because that's going to go a long way. A very, very long way. For my men out there that's separated or about to be divorced from your wife, start with yourself. Don't be, but she did this, she did that. Okay, it takes two to get a divorce, right? Start with you. Take this finger that you're pointing and do this. Do this right here. This is what we need to start doing as men. Stop, she did this, she said this, turn that back over here and say, what I got to work on. And I can guarantee you, probably one of the things is being a man of your word. She's probably mad at you because you're a liar. You're not a man of your word. So take that finger, point it back at you, and start working on yourself. Start working on yourself and watch your marriage come back together. I'm talking to my real men out there. For those of you that's listening for entertainment purposes, that ain't really listening and gravitating and receiving it, hey man, turn the podcast off. I'm talking to the men out there that really, really want to be on some grown man stuff. I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to the little boys out there. I'm not talking to the one that's so opinionated. They always got something to say. They think they're smarter than everybody. I'm talking to the real men out there that really wants change. That really wants to change their marriage. That really wants to increase. This is for you. I'm talking to you. And another thing, if you guys haven't subscribed, this is the end of the podcast. If you guys haven't subscribed, please go to my YouTube, Marc Ben Podcast, and please subscribe. Please, please, please subscribe. The more subscriptions, the more it's going to keep me on fire to help my men out there. All my men out there. We got this. Trust me on that. We got this. All right? Till next time.